क्यों दिखा रहा है?
हेलो।
हाँ
हेलो।
हाँ बोलो।
हाँ, फ्लाई को टाइम लगेगा।
हाँ
फ्लाई को टाइम लगेगा, आजा। कौन सा रोल खेल रहा है भाई तू?
क्या सेलेक्ट किया मैंने? तो सॉफ्ट और ऑफ
मैं क्या करूँ?
कुछ भी कर। कैरी या मिड ले तू।
लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता रे, तो तुम साथ में खेल रहे हैं।
हाँ तो
साथ में का मतलब है कि एक ले जाएगा।
मेरे को सपोर्ट ही आएगा। और ऑफलाइन भी अगर आ गया तो मैं तेरे लिए टैंक करेगा। तू मारने का, तेरा काम मारने का है। मैं
काम करता हूँ।
तेरे
मैं
लिए
भी
टैंक करने का मेरे को।
मैं भी ये सिलेक्ट करता हूँ, जो मेरे जिसको आ गया वो आ गया।
ठीक है, वो भी चलेगा। तो फिर एक ही रोल आएगा।
हाँ, तेरे को एक आएगा, मेरे को एक, दोनों को थोड़ी ना सपोर्ट।
हम्म,
मैं ऑफिस में हूँ।
क्या कर रहा है उधर?
टाइम पर।
ऐसे ही आ गया।
मैं भी रोज आऊंगा। आऊंगा, थोड़ा दिखाना पड़ेगा।
डिमांड बढ़ेगा।
दिखाना पड़ेगा।
अच्छा।
फिर ऑफलाइन में मैं पढ़ ले रहा हूँ।
हम्म
ऑफलाइन में मैं पढ़ ले रहा हूँ।
ठीक है।
Your turn to pick.
ए, बच्चे तो ऑफलाइन करता ही है ना, मैं सपोर्ट करता तेरे को।
नहीं, मैं रूम करूंगा।
टैकीज गया है।
सामने ग्रिम है, और अपने में वो है, इन्वोकर। ऐसा लेके बेंच पे सबको काम आ जाए।
Your turn to pick.
लीज भी है। एलसीएलसी ले
10
ले।
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
एलसी अच्छा है,
remaining.
स्लाइडर अच्छा है। इवन सैंकिंग भी अच्छा है, ये भी अच्छा है।
Your turn to pick.
अरे, आ गया तेरा काउंटर।
चल देखते हैं कैसा काउंटर करता है। नहीं तो उसके टाइम पे भाग जाऊंगा। अभी निकालता हूँ 70,000 वाला तलवार।
Your turn to pick.
अब बोल थोड़ी नकली है, फर्स्ट कॉपी है।
हाइट साले।
और
ओरिजिनल वर्ल्ड में खाली 12-13 लोग के पास ही है।
अबे तो गिफ्ट वाली किससे कितने बार वो भी तो देखना।
तो गिफ्ट वाला 12-13 है, और जो ओरिजिनल वाला है वो 10 या ऐसा कुछ तो है।
ऐसा कुछ भी
हाँ ऐसा ही
नहीं।
कुछ है। टोटल टोटल 20-25 लोग के पास है, तो और किसके पास तलवार देखेगा नहीं है।
तेरे को ऐसा मालूम 20-25 के बाद था।
आया था ना, मैं इसमें डोटा बफ में लिखा हुआ था ना। लेकिन वो मैंने 1-2 साल पहले पढ़ा था। अभी वो लोग ने 2 साल में और बढ़ाया रहेगा तो पता नहीं। 1-2 साल पहले पढ़ा था तो ऐसे ही किया था लोग ने।
इमोटल जैसे ये कंपनी में आता है ना,
हम्म।
वैसे फर्स्ट के सब सामान का भाव एकदम उतर जाता है तो।
हाँ वो भी है। अभी उसका हुक का भाव भी बढ़ गया। वो मतलब
बढ़ेगा, वो मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा वो। मतलब लोग
अच्छा
ने आरकाना को वो करने के लिए दिया।
अच्छा है वो। अरे वो पकड़ लेता, ग्रैब करता मालूम है हीरो को। ऐसा हुक जैसा हुक नहीं करता, वो ग्रैब कर लेता।
Man stands ready. Yes.
Prepare for battle.
The bag. Better yet.
पीएल है, पीएल।
Okay.
क्लीप मैक्स और क्लीप।
Okay, hard of hearing.
So you say.
Good idea.
Right.
What's this here? Uh-huh. 30 seconds to go.
Good. I'll do
Come
it.
here, come here, come here, come here.
It's only proper.
Allah!
That game begins.
Let's go.
अबे चुड़ैल
रोशन ने मार दिया थे
चुड़ैल
My
जैसा
code
आता
compels me.
ऑलवेज हंसना चाहिए था इसे
On guard.
Dude, you have to wait for my hook.
Alright.
पहले मार दी रोशन को
Forward. Yes. That's right. To battle.
I'll do this.
On the way. Agree? Why not? Yes, more. I can do no less.
दे लो रोशन से
Good plan.
Good enough.
टर्न कर दूंगा हुक कर देना मर जाएगा
Good idea. Thanks, man.
पीछे
Of course.
पीछे 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 नहीं मारूंगा नहीं मारूंगा नहीं मारूंगा
हाँ हाँ नहीं मार
Watch it.
Bye, Zach.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
यार देखा
गया ड्राविड वाला गया
वैंड 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 मंगा
Of course.
हाँ मंगा दूंगा
Agreed.
Yes.
I can do no less.
ये लास्ट शीट
Not yet. Yes.
किल है
Good idea.
Alright. It's only proper. Good enough.
Lightning.
On guard.
All time.
I'll do it. To battle. My code compels me. Aye.
अरे ये लेना अरे भाई वो पीछे कैसे भागेगा पीएल
Yes.
तू जब हाथ मारे तो उसको लगना चाहिए मैं चट्टा
हाँ लगेगा
I
भाई
just shattered helm.
तू पहला दूसरे लेवल पे क्यों इतना तकलीफ लेता है
क्योंकि पहले लेवल पे वो लोग फार्म
पहला
कर लेते
पहला दूसरा लेवल
मानो।
सिचुएशनल है उसके बाद बाकी का लूंगा भाई
को फार्म पहले ही रोक दे बेंच तो तू घबरा जाना चाहिए
घबरा पे एक दो लेवल पे कौन घबराता है
Good idea.
खड़े रहे मार मार मुझे फार्म
Over.
जानता रहा
Okay. Very well.
Born for living.
Now,
I'm
Dire's
almost
courier
out
has been
of
killed.
Dire's courier.
I claims the right.
Ominous, that is.
Good.
To see it.
A good choice.
उसको वैसे मारना मुश्किल है।
Bow down.
ये सीन क्या है ना,
Yes.
मार सकते हैं।
नहीं नहीं मार,
Right.
देखो वो सीन किसमें डालेगा, ये ना ये डालेगा नहीं
मैं
सर।
उसको है ना एकदम मेली रेंज में स्टन मारूंगा, बस दूर से मारूंगा ना तो डॉज कर लेगा।
Yes.
To see it.
काम का है ना,
Right. Agreed.
This'll come in handy.
On the way.
Coming through.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I can do no less.
Yes.
Feel my blade.
Your
Your
middle
mid
tower
tower
is
is
under
under
attack.
attack.
That's right.
Bloody
Run if you can.
what's that, mate? Good idea.
I'll do it. Yes.
Whatever. Right.
Good enough. Of course.
Lightning.
To battle. Aye.
Yes.
स्नाइपर के बाद कितने बॉडी देख,
Who's in?
आराम ही
स्नाइपर है।
वॉर्ड देख कितने बॉडी।
Ominous, that is.
Why not?
You got it.
The might of Mars will prevail.
Your turn.
On guard. Fall.
Your turn.
A good choice. Okay. Aye. My code comes.
I'll do it.
Good idea.
Watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Take that. Yeah.
Never yet.
You don't feel face.
Agreed.
What?
Yes. It's only proper.
Keep it on.
Your top tower is under attack.
My code comes.
Coming for this. Defending
That's
common.
right.
What's that, mate?
Good. Aye. Yes.
Mates on my table.
Aye. Okay. I can do no less.
Coming through.
Of course.
यूज आ गया बॉटम.
Good idea.
Daddy.
On guard. A good choice. Why not? On the way. I'll do it. Good enough.
I'll do this.
The reward of discipline.
Want to.
At last. Very well.
क्या रे बाबा
ओरिजिनल नहीं था उधर.
So you say. That's it's only proper.
वो ट्रे ले ले. पहला वाला लगा दे.
Yeah. I fight.
It's not ready. Thank you.
I grow by the Good idea. Good enough. So you say. Right.
Lord.
Yes. Now down.
It's ready.
On the way.
Oh, Miss Fisher. You
The
don't
code compels me.
keep an eye. Rally here.
A good choice. Agreed. That's right.
Keep it
At
tight.
last.
Hey now.
On guard.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Right.
Your
The
bottom
bottom
tower
tower
is
ain't
under
long
attack.
for this world.
Yes.
Over here.
Of course. Why not?
Radiant
Someone
courier
took
has
out the
been
Radiant's
killed.
courier.
By the side. I'll take my fee. Run if you can.
You both.
फाइट 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 फाइट
To battle. Okay. Feel my blade.
now.
क्या हो गया?
All right, carry on. You ain't done.
I'll do it.
That'll help you keep an eye on things.
Spray. I can do no less.
Your bottom
Wanna
tower
check
is
your
under
bottom
attack.
tower.
Copper.
Them
Dire
dire buildings will tough as nails now.
I strength increases.
Lord.
I
Good Lord.
This'll come in handy.
on guard.
Coming through.
So you say.
Walk to it.
Right. Good idea. Why not?
Good idea.
The enemy's
Come on, come on, mate, come on, mate.
Tower open the snow to my yard. Keep that boys. Yes. White gate.
Yes.
Your top
Almost
tower
feel
is
bad
under
for your
attack.
top tower. Wasn't expecting. Was that right?
To battle.
हाँ
Your top tower is under attack.
हाँ okay. नहीं मम्मी इतना वेट नहीं आवे उसके ऊपर टेंशन मत ले हमें चाहिए मम्मी पीपा चाहिए बोला अभी नहीं होगी
A good
सो जाएगी
choice.
हाँ यार नड़तो लो
By the outcast blade.
Your
Hate
mid
to be your
tower
mid
is under
tower right
attack.
about now.
Good. Very well.
Your
Your
top
top
tower
tower,
is under
sir.
attack.
Yeah.
Your top
So much for your
has
top
fallen.
tower.
Good enough.
Double damage. Radiant's gone and fortified their structures.
A good choice.
Yes.
The enemy's
Other
bottom tower
bottom
has
tower's
fallen.
done.
So you say.
Dire's
Dire
top
structures looking fortified.
Good enough.
Invisibility. Yeah. Was that right?
Good idea. Never yet. Dominating. I can do this.
Look, this is Gabe Hill. Thanks for playing Dota 2.
Be back.
Double kill.
On the way.
Hey,
Never cross me.
DOTA.
My code compels me.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है मैं
That's right.
अरे देर कर लो
Double kill.
क्या उसको डबल किल सब दे रहे हैं लोग, मुझे नहीं लग
Wolves are here. Roar.
I'll do it. Very well.
पीके भी चाहिए भाई.
हाँ चलो चलो मालूम
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Ah, well.
Your
Your
middle
mid
tower
tower's
is
in a
under
bit of a
attack.
bind.
Dire's
No breaking through the
structures
dire
are
structures for now.
fortified. Your
Need to
middle
take a
tower is
mid
under
tower.
attack.
Ah, good idea. Lightning.
That's only a flesh wound.
Let's get
My people died for nothing.
मारना मार
इसको मारेगा.
मार
Your
There
bottom
we
Smash
tower is
smash
under
that
attack.
bottom tower here.
उसको तो
Your bottom tower is under attack.
जा 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 जा. जा जा.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Godly.
पकड़ने वाला नहीं है
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Agreed.
डैगर लगेगा इसके लिए
Your bottom
Damage.
tower is under attack.
Bottom tower.
जाएगा नहीं पीके भी चाहिए तो वो खड़े रह के मारना है.
Okay.
Wolves are here.
Your
Your
bottom
bottom
tower
tower's
is
in a
under
tight
attack.
spot. A bad
Battle. Aye. Truly proper. I must have.
They're unstoppable.
अंदर आगे 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 आगे.
अबे चल भाई
Right.
I'm not reading this.
एक मिनट.
Yes.
इधर को बहुत मैंने बचाया, बहुत चांस किया था.
One back.
खेल रहे हो
हाँ तो खेल रहे तभी तो किया मैंने. चलो
Structures are fortified.
No less.
इतना सेंट्री भाई किया मैंने उसके.
बहुत तो इन्वोकर
On the way.
Go get him.
Good idea.
Walk to it.
I'm under attack.
कौन पॉज कर रहा है? डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया.
Carry on.
14 HP.
क्या क्या कर देंगे इसमें?
ग्रे मास्टर विंटर वाइन को ढूंढो.
जो लिखा है
ऊपर लिखा है ना. पियानो आंसर मिला. ग्रो मास्टर मिला. विंटर वाइन मिला. 2 महीने उठाया.
What?
अरे जन्नत दिखा दिया इसका.
I do not to God's strength.
क्या हुआ?
जन्नत दिखा दिया जूस को.
वो
अल्टी चालू था ना मेरा, उड़ के उसके पास गया, मार दिया उसको. मार गया साले को. घेर के मारे बॉट लोग के साथ.
Incoming.
The enemy's
The other
top
fellow's
tower
top tower won't be making trouble no more.
बाउंड्री लगा मार्स के ऊपर.
कौन लगाया?
Discipline.
मैं लगाया.
About time.
Keep it on, huh? Deep breath, boys.
God were meant to be. I fight. At last.
Over this, ladies.
Attack. So you say.
Take that.
My fault, companion.
कैंप
मम्मी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, 15-20 मिनट. मम्मी सो ना यार, क्या ऐसे ही कर. नहीं टेंशन का है, कुछ नहीं.
What you see? Something.
पार्टी मिल गया वाह.
Too much on.
मैंने भी बाउंटी लगा स्नाइपर को.
Good choice. Yes, more.
चार फटके मर गए इन्वोकर की।
Why not? By the shattered helm. Illusion.
Hit now.
Very well.
मत मारता, मारा तो मार ही देगा।
Good enough. I'll do it.
Killing spree.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Brave your law. Over this steady.
इन्वोकर कैरी दैट।
That's right.
White man.
पीके भी नहीं है मेरे पास, लेकिन अभी जरूरत नहीं है उसका। सीढ़ी शायद अल्टी पे, ये अल्टी सीढ़ी पे।
Aye. Right.
Slaughter land. Dominating the point.
My strength increases. Good choice.
Jump damage. Oil people.
Agreed.
पूछेगा
This'll come in handy.
चालू था।
Good. What do you say? Killing spree. My code compels me.
नाइस और मेरा बाउंटी।
क्या मिलता बाउंटी करने से?
पता नहीं, लेकिन देखना पड़ा ही नहीं कुछ भी। बाउंटी पे जाने
Run if you can.
आजा लो करने इधर।
अरे जल्दी करते वो लोग जाएगा।
To the dive.
Yes. Down.
This is nice and sharp.
On the way.
इस पर डाला अभी।
Watch it.
डालेगा।
The enemy's top tower is falling.
That'll show 'em coming through.
और मौत की खबर आनी चाहिए।
My code compels me. Why not? That's right.
फाइट किया भेजिए।
It's only proper.
Dominating.
अरे ओरिजिनल ला। लगा डुप्लीकेट है, चलो मारा।
नो माना उनके, नो माना।
Dominating, yeah.
Tembak.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Wow, yes. Leave it for the
I betwixt myself.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Good enough. To battle. Coming through. Very well. I'll do the honor.
निखिल बाउंड्री का डालने का बता वॉर में
I'll do the slow to my yard.
समझा वॉर उधर है ना तो किसी को भगा के मारते रहे तब बना
Breathe your wrath.
इसका तो ज़्यादा फायदा तो है।
This is here. Right. Your turn. Keep an order. Over.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes.
लोटस बहुत महंगा है यार
बहुत
8 पड़ जाती वहां से
Fight, fight.
आर्केन वाले लोग को थोड़ा एक क्वेश्चन मिल जाता, हेल्प मिल जाता तोड़ के।
Good idea. Agreed. Do no less. Yeah. Good enough.
तो बाहर ही नहीं निकल रहा जब से इस पे बाउंटी लगा तो।
That's right. On the way. Never yet. You boy. Right. Mm-hmm. I can do no less.
बाय बैक
Yes.
रखो नहीं रखो।
तेरी मर्जी है
Yes, more. Always ready.
सब तो अच्छा ही खेल रहा है, ऐसे नौबत ना आए।
Okay. Something. Wow, yes. Good choice. Who's got this now? Yes.
नेक्स्ट ईयर आगे 4th ईयर।
Boy, to get used to this.
रहते।
Why not?
Doctor.
Very well.
कैसे?
I'll do it.
Over here.
It's only
The enemy's bottom tower has
Tower
fallen.
is done for. Beneath her sight.
मेरा माना चाहिए।
oh,
मेरा नहीं
What?
die now.
उंगली करके आ गया भाई। अरे तेरे पे डाला।
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant
Radiant
structures
of
are
their
fortified.
structures.
Your middle tower is under attack.
इनकी भी चाहिए।
Their structures.
Your
Your
middle
mid
tower
tower
is
needs a
under
little help.
attack. Your middle tower.
Your mid tower is coming apart.
I'm up. Come on. So you say. Okay. Yes. Yes. My code compels me.
ले ले वाजन ले।
The formation. Lightning.
To battle. Right. Good. Yes. Right.
ये है तो ये।
Bow down. On the way.
ये भी चीज। I'll give you this one.
Holiday settings.
मेरे से कितने? Easy.
A good choice. Save the right.
You got it.
Right.
जाना यार।
ओरिजिनल का बताओ।
अभी निखिल वॉर में डाल, फिर मरता रहेगा खुद आदमी।
क्या
बॉम्ब की
मैं अभी वो हो गया, मेरा खत्म हो गया, नहीं दिखा रहा अभी और।
Time for a little stupid around. Just a little thing.
आ गया भाई, आ गया मैं।
मत कूदना मत कूदना मत कूदना।
Only proper.
Keep an eye.
Good idea.
Breathe, yeah.
This will come in handy.
Right.
Of course.
दे दो उसको, मिनटर मांग रहा हूँ।
Of course.
Yeah.
Very well.
Dominate snaggies.
You died well.
सुपरमैन
डॉट किया उसने और तो पीछे से आ गया।
Okay. Good idea.
अबे लगा
Radiant structures are
Bad
fortified.
instructions.
Enemy's bottom barracks is fortified. Enemy's bottom barracks is fortified.
Just rush back in.
नहीं रे
सीएम कुछ अल्टी वल्टी देती नहीं क्या? क्या काम का है वो?
Coming through. Ah.
आई बैक फोर्स कराएंगे।
पीछे
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle
ले रहा है भाई।
My code compels me.
स्ट्रेंथ में एचपी भी बढ़ जा रहा।
The reward of
हाँ आइटम हम ले,
हाँ
हाँ आइटम ले हम।
असॉल्ट ही बना रहा हूँ।
नहीं तुझे मेरे को दे देना।
क्या
तो बोला था।
हैमर देगा?
धीरे धीरे ना जिसके 300 डैमेज प्लस मिलेगा।
good idea.
क्या बोलता? तुम लोग को इल्यूजन देके दे। हैं? जब स्टन मार के वो ठीक फटका तो देगा ना? दे दे वो। क्या करते हैं?
Over.
इसमें जो 300 डैमेज मिलेगा।
लेकिन इसमें मेरे को अटैक स्पीड मिल रहा है ना
It's only proper.
ठीक होता है।
A good choice.
बर्स्ट के लिए अच्छा है, बर्स्ट एकदम देगा वो अच्छा है। उसके बाद सस्टेन करने के लिए नहीं होएगा।
Aye.
बैक रखा हो भाई।
More. Get out support. Don't go for PL or Mar. Go for Zeus and
So you say.
Grimthor.
Come and say. Take that, boys.
ये दे ऑरेंज।
Good enough.
अरे टीपी मार लो।
I'll do
Your
it.
top tower is under attack.
I can do no less. Yes. That's right.
क्या है उसके पास भाई इल्यूजन ही गाना मार रही है मेरी। अबे
इल्यूजन ही मारेगा ना उसका वो ये पड़ रहा है ना डिफ्यूजल का और ऊपर से टिकाऊ इल्यूजन।
Bow down.
ऊपर स्ट्रक्चर
To battle. Okay. Good enough. Of course. I'll do it. Good idea.
350 चाहिए।
Better yet.
अबे यार ये नहीं कर रहा है यार बहन तो यही प्रॉब्लम है सपोर्ट करके ना बहन तो मैं हार्ड सपोर्ट तुमको बोलते हो ना
350 फार्म करने थे मेरे को।
मैं तो हो ही नहीं रहा आज बोल रहा
Yes.
है वो लोग के चारों का तो बुकड़ी वाले का रेंज है
My code compels me.
उसका हार्ड भी आ गया
तो मारना
Very well.
बहुत मुश्किल है।
उसको मारने के लिए जो क्या करना पड़ेगा पता नहीं तू लास्ट में
Right.
ये मास्क का बनने भेज दे तू
हाँ वो तो
सुन
है। हाँ
समझ ले तू लास्ट में
नहीं अपना ये नहीं
Mm-hmm. Give it here. I want to. Die now.
तो सपोर्ट को है ना ये भी करने नहीं है जम रहा है। क्या बोल रहा है अल्टी माने मैं अल्टी ने देगा उसका भी तो
illusion, leave illusion.
Good enough.
I'll
That's right.
मुझे पकड़ा दे बस
हमारे लिए क्या
नाइस उत्तर नाइस
Good idea. At last.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Grasping arms of my kin try to hold me back.
चला गया
The middle barracks has fallen.
Not yet.
मेड तोड़ दिया मैंने
Of course.
पीछा
Good.
we cannot dodge
Spray. Why not? Ah,
ठीक है ले
oh.
ले और ना इसको डिसमेंबर करके सैटेनिक बना उसको लास्ट में
I'll be DOTA. So you say. To battle. On the way.
याप तेरे निकल
कुछ नहीं कर सकते आप
Yes.
ठीक है
On guard. Aye. Okay. My code confess that. Agreed. Very well. I can do this. I'll take my speed.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah. Very well.
You go.
It's only proper. Right.
Like me.
Yes. My code compels me.
Is under attack.
ये निकाला ये निकल
अरे पीछे दो जन
अरे निकाल के आगे बैठना और पीछे ले निकाल के आगे बैठ ये वो लगेगा उधर है
मर नहीं सकता मैं
मैं निकाल
हाँ निकाल
उसको निकालो और उसको आगे बैठ
हाँ वो कर रहा हूँ मैं तो illusion already मैंने यूज कर दिया
खड़े रहे तुम्हारे एसके मार करेंगे माना Superman
Good idea. Feel my blade. Never cross me.
से मर गया वो।
Good enough.
साला इसको मारने के लिए इतना
Not enough mana.
टायर फाइट
माना नहीं है।
देख दिया आउटपोस्ट
On guard.
It's not ready. I'll do that. Deep breath, boys.
I can do no less. That's right.
छोड़ो खत्म कर
New choice.
अभी इसी हो गया अपने
Radiant structures are fortified.
टॉप वाला थोड़ा
The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire victory.
नाइस
Boys, nice and firm.
चटका लगा थे गाना पे मार रहा था
नाच रहा भी है और खा रहा भी सब जीत की खुशी मनाने नहीं दे रहे स्वेन को कुछ अपडेट आया लगता है नहीं एक मिनट आया
Boy, oh boy, do we have a series on our hands. Na'Vi 8-7 up at the end of the first half of play in a game where they once led 7-2. So, I think we've got to give some props to Team Vitality for getting this one back so close. Now moving into the second half of play, and Na'Vi beginning this T side and looking to lock in a third map. That's why Vitality have won every pistol round in this series. And with that first kill going their way, they're looking to repeat their success. As I showed, let's see if Na'Vi do the same in this round.
Schmucks are getting absolutely spammed up in B by Perfecto, but he's actually going to leave the site there. Schmucks down to 15 with a flashbang. Apex has a kit in this round, so they can't play retake. Look at Vitality swarming the B bomb site. They've read Na'Vi's rotation very well. Apex is here. They're actually going to use that flash early before Na'Vi commit. And so now, Vitality are going to have no use for the retake. Bazooka is going to get that info, but he might also get a bullet to his face. He's not clear in the corner, and he doesn't. Spotting the bomb, and two here for Na'Vi, not the third. They go to the boom here as well. So here come Na'Vi, and in with the entries. Perfecto with a big kill, opening up this B bomb site. The cross plan doesn't work. Vitality, man, they have the setup, they have the read, and they... Nine-seven for Na'Vi back here. This bodes well. Their first pistol in the entire series, and we're 2 maps deep. So, yeah, Na'Vi in a position where maybe they can take a bit more of a lead and lock us in a third. Over past the final map. Both these teams have played 4 times and won twice apiece. So, we don't have a lot of data to work off, and I think that makes that third map even more exciting. Who's been putting in the most work? question that we might get answered later if Vitality let this one slip, though, because right now they're still gunning for a 2-0 and pushing the tunnels with a lot of information in this round. You'll notice Electronic has just left T-spawn, and that's as this flank is coming through. Electronic stop considering it, but Simple gets the entry onto A, and that's going to push Na'Vi closer into the site.
Oh, RPK is waiting, playing the trigger discipline on this wrap round, and there is only one kill for him to find here, but he should have it dead to right. That will be Electronic getting mocked up there. So a 4-on-4. Now Na'Vi know about this long flag. Apex tried to land some chance no scopes. It would look cool, but sadly, not enough to make them connect. Shots, however. Okay, still going to respond, but it's all left onto Boomich with just 2 points. One shot call that needed to deal with him, and they do. It's going to be a 4-5 victory here from Team Vitality in this second round. Na'Vi, they find their first pistol round in this series, and they lose the follow-up in a second. So,
bit of a classic, Harry.
Yeah, and now these force fire wars, they're set to continue. This stack over in the A site works wonders. And that's one of the problems with RPK's flank, right? It just enabled you to fully stack that side of the map. You know that they're coming from long. You've cleared everywhere else. Look at this. Tech 9, man. They're making a comeback.
What year is this? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy as well, the fact that, the flanks coming in, that gives the info of Vitality, but think about that first fight. Simple removes Zywu at the site. And, Na'Vi, a man up. Okay, yeah, they're walking to the flank, but, there's only pistols up for Vitality, and Shox just mows them down with the P2K, or P250, rather.
Yeah, man, you said, what year is it as well? We had a stat brought up by earlier on that it was to do with, Courage and Simple and how him and Apex played, right? And they got me thinking about, some of the highlights we've seen, and I remember, with this Courage squad, I think it even has, Blade on it alongside Simple, right? And I remember, I'm trying to think what event it was. I think it was, an early start series. There's this thick clip of screen just popping off, wrecking Simple, wrecking Blade, 85% headshot ratio, something ridiculous.
Back when you used to be able to get away with that.
Yeah, and no, it's so weird. You look at this now, right, and you've got Simple in this Na'Vi squad, you've got some familiar faces still around him, and the same for Vitality. But just think, there's a lot of new generation right now. And the players that were good back then maybe aren't so much nowadays.
Or coaches.
Yeah.
In Blade's example. So still here, still alongside Simple, still coaching the team and, providing impact in that sense.
Well, the screen was just the guy feels like it was so long ago now, right? So, yeah, it's so, I don't know, man. I love thinking about how much Counter-Strike's changed. Game itself, the more the players around
the scene. Right now, Vitality, they have seen Na'Vi at the top of middle. Eco, no fear for Vitality, and these are the kind of rounds that we didn't even really see from Na'Vi, right? Vitality are just so confident, and seconds into the round, they get a bomb, they're in T-spawn, they're killing Boomich out long doors, to mop up all the money made off of those SMGs, 4 out of the 5 kills from them. Vitality not only taking the lead, but a huge economical advantage. Now, here's the big question, Harry. Running those SMGs, do they want to continue? They have the money, they don't need to, but it might be tempting considering, playing close with an SMG, going close towards the long doors, using your utility to get there, and then killing a rifle and getting an AK upgrade, that's a massive benefit. So Vitality, they're going to hang on to these low weapons. See what they can do with them, though. Actually, some swapping going on. RPK takes it away from Apex as they set up for that Molotov. Mizzou's is pushing B again, and deep grenades going through, not doing too much. B pushing would be a very dangerous decision to start the round. But Vitality, they don't care about the danger. They push long as well. Just trying to take map control. And Na'Vi have had to give it away. Flash up cap for Flamey. He's going to try and set Electronic up in short side. RPK still alone, not too committed here. He can back out of this position. Right now, the only backing out is Na'Vi as Flamey leaves long, goes to group with his teammates up on the catwalk. Again, we can have a world where RPK comes in on a big flank. Less likely than he just stays in this position and tries to assist and deal with a potential lurk of Na'Vi. But once that bomb goes down on A, RPK is going to be useless. Block, so they really need to force some fights, and Zywo's done a great job with a flashbang from Apex. Both players fully white, and Zywo removes them from the round. Oh dear, oh dear. Na'Vi a 3-on-5, and they've barely even got to play this round.
And you look at the actual map control they own, and they don't really have too many options. They've even lost a man at long doors. And so this has really hamstrung Na'Vi to have to group up over here at the catwalk. Apex has heard this rotation in from Perfecto, so he's commed for the quick rotate out from B.
Oh, wow.
Na'Vi getting collapsed onto, and wow, with a follow up into the site. Come on then, let's get the ball rolling. Simple and Perfecto. The tag team have to try and see this one through to the end. We'll deal with the first, but quick as you like. As the trades from the last two remaining players for Vitality. Na'Vi, they get it close. They put up a hell of a fight in the 2-on-5, but it's not enough to find the round. And now 11 on the really starting to cement this lead. And looking to man. Oh, that's wild. That's actually nuts. He does a little nice double 180 number for us.
Yeah, just continues to spray, doesn't even let go of the mouse one. And that's a big round for Vitality, right? Because not only are they getting away with the 2 SMGs that upgrade into AKs, now slowly hitting the order, but Na'Vi, they get a bomb. Other than that, they're fairly broke. They got Galils, and ZywOo will happily fight Galils on long. He's got 2, going to get flashed back in. Player has crossed out, that's Simple. ZywOo doesn't know. Simple also doesn't know ZywOo's still here, so he's just tucked for the time being. He's going to go out wide for the fight. Simple will have the advantage here, you would think, unless ZywOo expects. Certainly will. He reads RPK of the round. Why we're not going to go back in? I think re-aggressing it, even with flashbangs, is such a dangerous decision against Simple. Vitality, they got those kills, they got good control. Give it up. Boomich makes a jump. Oh no, he gets hurt. Vitality weren't even considering this position, and now not only do they get the bomb. Perfecto clearing out lower. Mizuta swap sides. Perfecto doesn't know. And now he's got to try and get control of this package. Luckily, Simple's coming for the spawn. Mizuta knows that timing. He needs to get aggressive. And he's dealt with that one man, leaving Simple alone back in T-spawn in a 1-on-3. His first job, get back the bomb.
Yeah, that's the first mission on a pretty lengthy operation here for Simple. He's going to try and retrieve this bomb and then has to navigate the 1v3. 2 players in these upper tunnels. It's going to be hard for Simple. Apex available to trade with old mate Mizuta. Simple going to drop a smoke to cover him in the lower tunnels. Still trying to fight his way into this B bomb site. With 2 players peek him, they swing, and it's Mizuta delivering 3 kills in that round there. When he joined this team, like they weren't looking to pick up a big time fragger necessarily, but Mizuta definitely didn't look like he was out putting the most incredible numbers early on. But as we've seen him adapting and getting used to this level of play, right, in a team environment, he's been looking better and better. He was the frag leader back on Nuke.
Yeah.
And here, he isn't top of the charts with the kills, but he's getting a lot of impact from the kills that he is finding.
And it feels like he doesn't feel scared to make individual plays as the hallmark of a good player. If you know when you can get away with something and you achieve that and you find 2 kills and then you get out, finding that gap and exploiting it against a team like Na'Vi, against tier 1 opposition, is something that, is very impressive for such a young and inexperienced player. Right now, Vitality. Well, actually, okay, going back to this point I made earlier in the first half, Na'Vi, they put up a great CT side, they look fine. They're in control somewhat. 8 rounds. And, I said, okay, Dust is a different map, but think back to Nuke, think back to the T side, think back to how lost Na'Vi looked and how they barely got anything done there. We're having the same case here with Dust. Despite it being a different map, Na'Vi find the pistol round. Vitality forced them with PC-50s and then go on a 5-round winning streak on this CT side. Na'Vi have not broken that streak and won't be breaking it, not here, not now, not with the Eagles. It should be 39 for Vitality if things go to plan. And then Na'Vi will have, 1, maybe 2 buy rounds left in this map to actually contest this scoreline. This is a rough performance of Na'Vi right now, and only, off the back of Vitality's very, very well played CT sides here.
And that was the story back on Nuke as well, right? Like the team half looked pretty even. Vitality, they're doing a stuff. Perfecto and Simple going to chain together 2 kills. ZywOo getting pressured, only 8 seconds for this whole one, and ZywOo is not faltering. Simple going to start plugging in the numbers. ZywOo trying to land the shot, and instead he's going to kill everyone else as well. ZywOo still around. My goodness, 4 kills there from him. What a play, what a man. ZywOo with the deep. kills in the game right now, and he comes alive.
I thought I jinxed that, Harry. I did say Navi shouldn't win that round. And they had everything in their hands. The fact that he gets away with his second kill, he wait, and he knows he needs to kill Flamey before he refaces the site. Otherwise, he's going to get shot in the back. And was Iwu. It looked like for a second he wanted to wallbang default and kill Simple on the other side, but he fell off the box. Luckily, it wasn't a problem. He finds both kills there. And Navi, I mean, it's still a bomb part, still a successful eco round, but one now that they need to win. If they want to have any say in this series, Iwu is just not letting that happen. He falls out right as Simple scopes up. Apex has been dropped on Cat. Electronic did find that kill, so there's something here for Navi, but the flashes come through and Flamey abandons Long, not going back into that AWP. Zaiwu, reflash by RPK, clears out Long once again, carrying the blue bins. He has a molly for it, but no one's here for Navi. They've spread out, they've split up, they've gone back into a default with players in the tunnels, and effectively coming from T-spawn to join. Promise still in middle, but with a 4-on-4 enabled, Vitality aren't fighting for mid anymore. They're just playing in the bomb sites. Vitality not giving them anything right now.
Navi are very, very paranoid about any aggression coming through. So they're just sitting back, waiting as well, hoping that a match gets it over, and that's not going to happen. Vitality are really going to make you work to get back into this one. Set up over here on the cap. Electronic is over in the tunnel, so this is likely where he's going to stay. Try and cut down these rotations while the rest of the play. Play around this Molotov that was thrown out by his team there, I think. Yeah. It was Iwu throwing that one over. Not ideal, but they get out through cap. Once again, left down to the wires. Iwu and RPK could deny this whole round if they find the right kills at the right time, but they've lost Iwu off. Swing out and secures a double. Boss gets dropped back at Cat, and that's a bit of a disaster.
That's the round.
Oh, there's time. Oh, no, there is. There might be. It's very, very close. I think they've just got it. They do. By half a second, they get that bomb down. It was so close. Shots is aggressive in through CT, and now only Electronic left in the box to buy himself some time. I hate to follow, but Shox is just holding an Electronic tagged up early on in the round. The nade could have finished the job. Shox is going to throw it in.
Bye-bye.
Electronic gets deleted, and there's the defuse. Vitality, they get a 14th on the board. Well played by Shox in the 1-on-2, and a stellar double from RPK to get that round so close.
That was actually really well played from Shox. He was waiting. He knew Flamey was planting that position, and Shox, he could either jump and give away his position and try and gamble for the round. If he hits it, he wins the round, right? But the alternative is his teammate dies in mid, and Navi had a guy in mid, and he realizes someone in CT. So instead of just hanging around and waiting for Flamey to stand up so he can take that headshot, he backs up, he plays the fact that Navi don't know where he is, and he wins the 1-on-2. Shox putting up another round for Vitality, a flawless streak here, Harry. 7 in a row on the CT side. It's nuke all over again. Navi looked lost on the T half of that map, and here is no exception. They have not fielded around the pistol. And it was pistols that put them down 7-0 in the CT side. RBK, he could get flashed up on Catwalk. Apex has line one up, but RBK timing is everything. He needs great timing. RPK trying to get almost a second of spray, puts Boomis low, and the Molotov sends him packing. That's a favorable fight for Vitality. They get good info, and Apex wants more.
He's hungry for it, but getting spotted by the player in lower tunnels, that will still take the swing in from Boomich. Navi finally sat with a man advantage. 4-on-3, admittedly with low players. Zaiwu ready to does still remove Flamey even while being blind, but it's Boomich with the third, continuing this tear up through Cat that has secured the A-bomb site. Masuta and Shox left in for the clutch, smoking a fool over here at Catwalk. That nade could delete Boomich. Can't quite find him back at the site. Electronic able to come out over the top of Shox. Is Masuta just saving this AWP? Navi, they'll reach double digits now as well. 10-14. Still a tall task to get back into this game, but definitely not impossible for the Navi side.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes one round, right, to just reinvigorate you, remind you what works, how you get there. And obviously, I feel like that round's a little gifted by Vitality. The fact that they send 3 waves of Cat players, but they don't at any point set up like, you know, a crossfire or a double peak or anything. They just like, you throw bodies at the problem one by one, and Na'Vi just deal with them, right? It starts off by being a fair trade, Vitality get 1-for-1, and then the next fight, they get nothing. Fight, Zaiwu again gets 1, but it's giving trades for Vitality to get up the catwalk and succeed in that A-bomb site, or for Na'Vi rather, so 10-14. So second T-sided round, their first into the pistols. So Na'Vi, can they find more off the back of it, or will they be broken immediately after finding a round? So he wants to make it so. He's nearing the 30 bomb. He's got the AWP once again. Through long doors, RPK can't stop it. He has to concede this position. Na'Vi are hunting him down. Down to 1. RPK lives the fight at the end of the day. The side will certainly won't. Electronic dipping in the smoke, hiding around the side, and Apex does trade, keeping things alive for Vitality.
Yeah, but barely, right? Like with RPK so low and Apex trapped out on cap, no one holding onto the site, and with Perfecto holding for this cap, he's going to get offered a kill, and he gets the information that a second player is here as well. RV, now with a minute left, they don't even have to commit to this A-side play. They're going to leave Simple here. Over it long with the AWP, actually now grouping back up. They do still want to commit into this A-bomb site. Apex has moved in behind the site box.
It's going to drop a smoke.
This is something that we see Team Spirit do a hell of a lot with. But Apex never drops the smoke, swings out wide. It does get bested. So this round's fallen apart. RV going to take an 11th, but maybe that one round to reach 10 was what they needed after all. Is now the success keeps on flowing for an RV.
Yeah, that certainly could be the solution, right? Couple of rounds in a row now, Na'Vi building money, and that just certainly makes things harder for Vitality, because it's not going to be in a world where, you know, you win one round and then you close an Forcepire and anti-eco to win the series. No, Na'Vi are going to have back-to-back rifle rounds despite you winning any of your own. And Vitality, they're not exactly rich right now. Shock saves this gun, but look at the money on the rest of the team. And I say Shock saves this gun. Shox is trying to save this gun. Perfecto doesn't want to allow it, but won't commit to the T-spawn wrap. And so this gun will get away. No, forget it. Shox fights, and he dies. That's a great one-tap from Perfecto. He is top of the team right now. 2 kills above Simple. Vitality, after losing that gun, after losing everything in this round, including the money, I'm going to call a quick pause.
Ooh, that's a pretty grim stat there.
Doesn't surprise me, especially considering how dominant that map was.
With the rest of Na'Vi showing up, and it not just being a show, I don't know, man. I still think there's some legs on this game. Yeah, 11-14, no money in these bank accounts over on the Vitality side. So there should be Na'Vi making this one even closer.
And this is, again, something we talk about a lot, Harry, when we see Apex as an in-game leader for Vitality. Now, this is a big problem for Apex. It has, new in-game leader, relatively speaking, and now needs to dig Vitality out of a hole. Now, the scoreline doesn't look like a hole, but the reality is Vitality are very much in a hole. Back-to-back rounds for Na'Vi. Imagine a third here. Vitality only just having enough money for that buy in the follow-up. So right now, Apex needs a big call in that follow-up round for Vitality to actually succeed. Otherwise, Na'Vi, do not count them out here. 5 rounds in a row to take them to overpass. Absolutely doable here for a squad like this. Vitality know the pressure is well and truly on.
Na'Vi, they've really slowed it down, right? And a lot of these pushes are just coming down to the final 20 seconds. And Vitality, this time around, giving them these early engagements, doing a hell of a lot. I hope there's something we see carry for Vitality here with only the pistol. This is where they should get mopped on up. While a few kills do come through, Electronic just spearheading this charge into the A site has taken heads up. Unable to find the shot first time around, but now he's covered. Shots alongside him. Masuda Now in this 1v2, who does spot Electronic, but it's the ace from this man to put the 12th round on the board for Na'Vi. That still gets very, very close. It still gets uncomfortable. With Electronic starting to come alive and carving apart in this round, Na'Vi, they are able to win it out and get this one over the line.
That was close for Mizuta. The fact that he hesitates on that second kill, he flicks and gets a headshot with the last bullet. Nice stuff, but not enough for Vitality. This round has to be, as it's going to be one of their last couple of rifle rounds in regulation. Assuming a lot of assumptions to be made here. We don't know where this one's going. Are Na'Vi going to have the answer? Find a few rounds. So he hears that smoke get dropped. He knows, therefore, where that player has to be, but he can't hit the wall to Electronic. Does get up a catwalk with that smoke safely. Apex playing very safe inside of the site, not wanting to die to an aggressive Na'Vi T side. But as you said, Harry, Vitality, they want to do their best to deny Na'Vi's amount of advantages. It's often been 4-on-4s. It's often Vitality throwing someone up cat or pushing tons, getting a kill and getting traded. But right now, 5-on-5, keeping everyone alive. And Apex, he's going to be up for this final test here. It's a fate for Na'Vi, and Apex should be able to comp this. He's realized everything. Vitality now watching for the mid to B. Shox is here. Apex is dropped into spawn and gets removed after only finding a dig to boomage. They're going to slow things right down right now because they don't have to commit immediately into B. There's a flash here. Mizuta's waiting in the smoke. What a risk, as Perfecto could just spam it and take the round. Flamey's also got in a kill, and Na'Vi have just stopped. This is very weird. They've got huge advantages, and they're about to get another. Perfecto almost follows up into B, but actually Shox holds down the line with 2, and that's going to send the bomb back into Zaiwu.
Boomage is down in CT, but with 20 seconds left, he's going to be hard-pressed to find much usage out of this position, and Shox could just wrap him and deal with this threat right now. And he does. They lose Zaiwu. Flamey with 1 HP. Former in this round taps him down. On plant for Simple. Shox has to ace this one if he wants to pick it up. But dealing with Simple is easier said than done. Na'Vi just about get another round on the board. 13 to their name. It's almost a recovery on the back of Shox's performance here. The Vitality, all this momentum they had, everything was looking so good. I mean, it just seems like it's powered down, and it's taking, great individual performances to leave these rounds ever feeling doable.
Yeah, one thing is a real problem for Vitality right now. Well, I was going to say Mizuta. Yeah, in this round, exactly. But every time he's pushed B tunnels, pretty much he's been punished for it, unless he's had a teammate alongside him. So I'd love to see him just stop pushing tunnels in these mid rounds, trying to get information, trying to get back in control. But if anything, staying alive and playing for the clutch as a B player, playing with Shox to retake that round, for example, it's far safer. It's going to get you a lot more results than risking everything just to take tunnels, especially when Na'Vi have been so mobile and rotating that bomb.
And not to mention, right, like this is a classic Na'Vi style of play, right, where they do just slow down and they wait for you to come to them. And I feel like if you keep coming to them, well, then
they keep waiting for you.
Yeah, exactly. And no one can really beat Na'Vi at that game. That is what they're very, very good at. On top of that, right, the decision to keep pushing B feels like a bit of a mystery, because I almost wonder, like, when you're in a 3-on-5, what are you kind of hoping for? Like, either you get the info that it's clear, okay, that it allows a full rotation, right? But like the other scenario, and the more likely scenarios we've seen in every one of these rounds, is that there is just a player holding it. Because once they're in the 5-on-3, Na'Vi aren't feeling pressured to pick up the pace anymore. In this round, it's an A play. Na'Vi, they haven't cleared anyone. Pretty much dissolved immediately. Everybody falls, and now Na'Vi tie this up at 14-all. They have recovered this game. They are back in the driver's seat. One final investment from Vitality as they try and keep their heads above water in this map.
They might get drowned in the dust, Harry, and take us to overpass. Na'Vi, they have come alive in these last few rounds. 5 in a row after a string of 7 from Vitality. So Na'Vi trying to... And this could be doable. Simple with the auto sniper. 14-14 removes Apex through the door. He wallbanged Mizuta out in the previous round. Simple is not playing. He is not messing. He is here to win. And Na'Vi, they might just be in that very... Boomage through a smoke as well. Electronic one tapping RBK. I think we're heading to a third.
Oh, it certainly feels like it. It's like all the stars have aligned for Na'Vi all of a sudden. And now Masuta and Shox left at the B site. They're going to try and save, but Na'Vi, they will come and hunt you. They will try and take these guns away. you know, this is all Vitality are really going to have to work with in this coming round. And so, you know, with the last round being the last round to play regardless, you are hunting this every day of the week. And you can already see the Na'Vi pack dogs have been let loose to try and sniff out these saving players. Masuta and Shots, they get away with these guns. It's going to be so important to do. And a swing from Masuta nesting that kill. More players coming his way, though. Masuta, pressure has dropped the smoke in the double door. He at the window denies him a lot of ground. And Na'Vi, they're making this feel so claustrophobic. Oh, Masuta's still going and really refusing to hand this M4 over. Oh, another kill. They're still holding on. And Shots gets down another. This is the save succeeding for Vitality. They hold on. And with all those kills coming through for Masuta, he can actually drop them. He can get another gun up here. So suddenly you've got 4 rifles in this round. RPK even able to invest in a balance. And so Vitality, they cobbled the mic together. They've got it. Let's see if they can get anything done with it now. It's OT or bust. Vitality in a map where they have the lead for the longest while in this second half.
This would be a 7-round in a row comeback from Na'Vi to take us to Overpass if it happens. Right now, they are just 5 kills away. Shot not RPK whiffs, and Apex gets one, but suddenly has to fall towards Cat. He's not ready. Electronics gone through the smoke. No fear for Na'Vi as they set up towards A and set up a third map in this series. Masuta and Shots, they've been held down for this position every time they tried to Cat find perfected hidden ways. But he gets one and almost doubles down. Shots run through the molly for the trade, but at what cost? A 1-on-3 for the map. And look at Electronic.
Yeah, Electronic deal. 14-7 down. They pull this all the way back. They get it done. They get it over the line. And what a game from Na'Vi, man. They're able to. And that was the big. Like, you know, it looked like down. Like they find that one round playing that very, very smooth style. And then I think, you know, Vitality with the confidence still in their way. Like, you know, at that point, Na'Vi have only got one. They didn't know they were going to go on to just go flawless and close out the game. They're still feeling the confidence, still giving Na'Vi the. I think maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
Dig in the hole. In the third map, we're going to Overpass, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the finale of this series. They warmed up, they're raring to go here in the Dust 2, and we're going to be thrown to a break before our listener.
Hey, it's me, Lily from AT&T. I'm back, working from home, and here to help.
Hey, Lily, I'm hearing a lot about 5G. Should I be getting excited?
Depends. Are you going to want faster speeds?
I will.
More reliability?
Oh, also, yes.
Better response time?
Definitely.
Are you going to be making sourdough?
Oh, is that 5G related?
No, just like, why is everyone making sourdough now? But yes, you're going to want it.
AT&T is building 5G on America's best net. Visit AT&T.com to learn.
writing's not that, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically
Hindu Muslim, Hindu Muslim, Hindu Muslim, Hindu Muslim. Bye bye, ya bolte diya. Bye bye, ya bolte. Bye, Hindu Muslim. Bye bye, ya bolte Hindu. Bye bye, ya bolte Bye. है बचपन बड़ा है बेदी वाली कैसे करेंगे हाथ में चलना जा मेरे साथ में दुनिया को पीछे छोड़ के हम आगे बढ़ेंगे रमजान में राम दिवाली में है रमजान में राम दिवाली में है मैसेज यही पहुंचाना है Hindu Muslim bhai bhai kya bolte miya bhai 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 kya bolte bhai
Well, holy smokes, would you believe it? 16-14 on the back of Navi put Dust2 on their mantle in this series. The best of three, of course. Vitality picking up the first map, but Navi picking up the second. Set this up for a beautiful third. However, we didn't tell you all about this matchup at hand. When I say we, I'm talking about those in the digital studio with me. Of course, we do have Christine Potter Chi. And would you believe it? I made a lever out of Bled. So look at him go. Bled, look at him. Navi on the board. What do you say?
I would ignore you said that phrase, but let's go with this one, right? I'm just going to paint a picture here. Map 1, 16-8 going the way of Vitality. Navi won one team that round. Second map, 14-9 not Vitality. Navi now won 2 T rounds in total. It's done. I was ready to jump in here, wrap this one up. And then suddenly, I don't know what the hell happened. 7 rounds in a row, and they look Vincent Simple doing simple things, wall bounce galore, like Flamey getting random shots through the smoke. They just woke up, and then Vitality, they could not answer back.
And Christine, I look at you, not just through the camera right here, not just through the lens and all that.
Okay.
I look at you for answers, for guidance. What's going on here? How, if you are Vitality, you've let this game slip away from you?
I mean, Boomich, man, Boomich. He's got the fancy feet, allowing him to get out long A on multiple occasions, just spamming through the smoke, whether he's blind or not. He's got that savvy that allows him to just dodge all of Vitality's utility, and he was very successful towards the long A. And man, but what a wizard Zaiwu is throughout the entire series so far. On Dust2, it's his target selection, it's his ability to understand what his biggest threat is, and always like making the high percentage plays. It's so impressive to watch.
And for Zaiwu, this is a guy, and I was hearing here, and you got.
Have you ever noticed how some people just light up a room from they walk in? Now, if you've ever seen people standing out, just getting